Welcome back to this YouTube channel, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to design a very simple portfolio landing page. Let's get started. Here in my code editor I already have index.html and the image I'm going to use as a background, so I'm going to create another file and I will name it style.css. I'm going to select where I'm going to name it. Here I just need to write the name style.css and click on enter. So here in my HTML folder I'm going to just add the simple HTML template, and here I will just say in the title tag I will just say portfolio. I will write portfolio, and inside the body tag I'm going to just we are going to have basic nav, so I'm going to just add a nav, and inside the nav I'm going to have a div, and this div will contain a class of navbar, and inside this div we are going to have just an h3 tag, or let me say h4. We say the portfolio, and beneath it I'm going to have let's say another div of home background. Let's say just a div, and the class of nav icon, for instance. So here I'm going to just add three divs. Let me add div, then basically let's just save it and view what we already have inside the browser. And as you can see our h4, so we should just add some little bit of styling here. So I'm going to just first style this nav. Let's link our CSS to HTML, so I'm going to add a link tag, and then style.css. Here we are going to write just the style.css, then save it. So here I'm going to add, let me first remove the default margin and padding. Let's add it to 0. Box sizing for that box, so let me just add the nav and give it a width of 100%, and then let's add the height of, let me say 15 view height. So let me save it. Let's add background color of black, let's save it, and let's refresh our browser. As you can see, everything is looking nice. So we need to change the color of the text since it's not showing again. We can see it is there, but it's not showing because the color of the text is automatically black. So let me select this class first, so I will not affect any h4 text. So it is a class. I'm going to add a dot here, then add h4. Here I'm going to just say color should be white, and then let me add some margin, let's say 5%. Let me save it. So it's basically shift. Instead of margin here, let me say padding. Yes, you can see here. So I'm going to reduce the padding to make it a little bit fixed. So I'm going to just add it to 2%. Yeah, so we can increase the text size. Let's say I'm going to just say font size. Let me add, let's say 20, no, let's say 20 pixels, and let me save and check out what I already have. Yeah, 20 pixels is good, but let me just add it to be 22, and let me add font family. Let's see, let me say with font family, let me see Arial, or let me say sans serif. So let me save it and refresh. Everything is looking good. So here basically we remain this our home background. So I'm going to just copy this, and here I'm going to add break tag. So let me add breaking tag. So every one of them, let me copy it and paste it. So I'm going to just say nav. Here I'm going to just paste it here. It is a class, so I'm adding this. Let me say width of, let's say 50 pixels, height of 50 pixels. Let me say border pixels, solid white, and let's check it out inside our browser. You can see it here. Then let's add this, let's flex it to the other side of the page. So the navbar, I'm going to select it. The navbar is one that contains both the H4 and the home background. So I'm going to just display them in, I want them to look like this. The logo here and the home background should be around here. So I'm going to just say display, flex, justify content, space between. Let me save it and refresh. So you can see it is already added here. So I'm just going to add some padding to it also. So it's not, instead of padding, let's add margin. And see, everything is looking like very cool. So the next thing we are going to add is those div inside it. I'm going to just make them look, they are not even displaying, so I'm going to display them. So the next thing I'm going to do to add width to them, let me say their width should also be 50 pixels, height should be, the width, the height should be 3 pixels, and the color should be white. Let me save it and refresh. I think I'm not seeing anything here, and we are supposed to width 50 pixels, height 3 pixels. So let me say height 5. Okay, so why are they not showing? So let me just like, instead of color, let me give them a background. And then let me check whether I'm doing the, yes, definitely I'm doing the. So the next thing I'm going to just add is reduce this, and then refresh it. So let me just, the margin is 2%. So let me add, now remove the, I can reduce the width of this like, no, 50 pixels, the width is okay. So let me reduce the height to be 40 pixels. Let me save it and check it out. I can also reduce the width to be 30, and just let me comment this out first and save it. I think now everything is looking good, and the next thing I need to add is, just let me change the cursor to pointer. So on this, let me totally remove this and let me add cursor to pointer, save it, and let me check it out. And we can see the cursor is now pointer. So the next thing I need to do is just add a background image here, and then add some little bit of text and a button. So here I'm going to just, under this nav, I'm going to just create a section, and then give it a class of, let me say, home. Inside this section, I can just like go and add some little bit of styling. So I just copy the class home and add it here. So I'm going to just add background URL, and I'm going to just image.jpg. The image, I already have the image here, so you can also use any image. So let me save it and check it out, and I can just add some little bit of width and height. Let me say the width should be 100%, and then the height should be, let me say, 60 viewers height. And the, I don't even know why the image is not showing. So let me add some image styling. Let me add back my height. My height should be like 60 viewers height. So under the background, I can just add background position. Let me add center. Background repeats. Let me add no repeats, and for you to see everything clearly. So background size, let me just add cover, then let me save it and check it out. And the image is still not showing. So what could possibly be the problem? Let me add a height of 600 pixels and check it out, and let's see what's the problem. And why is the image not showing? Maybe I did not save the HTML. Yes, as you can see, the image show. I did not even this because I did not save the HTML part. So let me reduce the height of the section. So let me just, instead of 600 pixels, let me add back my 60 viewers height and let me save it. Viewer height is a little bit small. I can just increase it to 80. I want it to cover the page, the remaining part of the page. So here I can just say it's 80, and maybe I just need some little bit of, maybe just add 88. Let me check it and see whether it will cover up. Alright, it has covered up, and the next thing I need to do is just add a little bit of text here and a button, and we are done with this simple landing page. So inside the HTML, I can just add up the let me say a div again. I can just add a div and I can just give it a class of home text, and here I can just have say a little bit of h1, h1, and here I can just say hello, add a comma, I am Prince. Then under here I can just add some little bit of paragraph, and then let me just go down so you can see. Inside this paragraph I can just say I am a front-end developer, and let me just add a button. Just add a button here. The button we just basically, let me say button, and the button will just say download CV. Let me check out all what I have written and see how it displays. As you can see, they are all here. I just need to center them in between here and everything will be okay. So the next thing I need to do is just to copy this div class and paste it inside my CSS, and then just give it a here I can just add some inside my home. That's the parent container of this div. Here I can just give it some styling. Let me say I want to display it to be flex, and then justify content. You have this center, and then let me check it out. As you can see, we already have everything here centered. So what I just need to do is to add a margin top. Let me say 5%. Let me refresh the page. Everything is looking good, so I just need to add a little bit of margin top again, because 5% is a little bit of small. So let me say 10. Let me save it and check it out. Everything is good. So I need to change the color of the home text, h1 and so I just need to paste it here. After pasting it here, let's add a h1 and then comma a paragraph. Let me just say a color of white, and let me check it out. Everything turned to white, so I just need to add some font size, let's say 30 pixels. Let me save it and check it out. And can I just increase the font size to like maybe 40? I think it looks so good. So I just need to add some little bit of like design this button. So I just need to just select a button directly, button. Let me add some little bit of space here. Let me give the button a padding of, let me say 5 pixels, and let me check. Yes, and I can just increase the padding also to 10 pixels and check it out. Then add a font size of, let me just say 13 pixels, and see whether I reduce it or increase it. So it's not changing, so maybe I just need to add a font size of 17 and check it out. Then yeah, it has already changed. So I just need to add a background to this button. Background, and then it will be black. Background should be black, and say, let me, we are no more seeing the text, so I need to change the color of the text to white back since I just added. So color should be white, and let me save it and refresh. Yes, I can just remove the border. So after removing the border, all these whites will disappear. So I just need to add border, just add none, save it, and you can see everything has looked great. So thank you for watching this tutorial. See you in the next one. Bye bye.